Hi, good people. My name is Emily Kinuthia, and I'm your vision board coach. And welcome to Actualeyezit. Today, I want to talk to you about Vision 2020. It's very exciting when you start the year. You have high dreams and you have amazing goals ahead of you. And then, reality checks in. My question to you today is, what needs to happen for you to say 2020 was your best year yet? It sounds a bit of an oxymoron. I mean, I have friends that say 2020 has been so bad, they're ready to end it today and start 2021 tomorrow. The truth is, 2020 has been a tough year for every one of us. It's not easy. Coronavirus happened and so many other things that were so totally unexpected. So we feel like we got stuck. The dreams and the plans that we had have not really unfolded as we envisioned. That is the reality. But that should not stop you. Today, I want to encourage you with 5 great ways to ensure that this year becomes your best year yet. Firstly, it's about making use of your imagination. You know the saying that goes, what you imagine, you become. And for me, it's very simple. If I can imagine it, if I can perceive it in my mind's eye, I can achieve it. So begin to imagine yourself walking down the aisle with your ideal spouse. Begin to imagine or perceive that 1 million shillings in your bank account. Begin to imagine yourself stepping on the weighing scale and loving the number that shows up. It is possible, but it has to begin in your mind's eye. You need to be able to use and engage your imagination to be able to begin to manifest that which you desire. And for sure, it will manifest for you. Number 2, write it down. There's something very powerful about writing down your vision or your goal. In fact, in the Bible, I believe it's in Habakkuk, it says, write down your vision and make it plain. It's very important to write down your vision. And for me, I find that when you write down your vision, then something happens in you. You begin to believe it. I personally love to write down because when I get an idea or I get excited about something and I start to write it down, what happens is that it begins to unfold. So I find myself really just thinking about what it is I'm penning down. And I begin to build on it and I begin to really interrogate what it is that I want. So it's not enough to just have it in your mind. You have to write it down. And then I'll take you a step further. After you've written it down, take that which you have written down and translate it into images. A couple of episodes ago, I talked about the power of images. It's very important to translate that vision or that goal that you have put down on paper into an image so that when you look at that image, it evokes a certain kind of emotion in you and it gives you, sort of like something to encourage you and build you up and gives you a focus to work towards. You know, the reality is that when you write down things, you might not really refer to the book or to what you've written every day. But once you have an image and it's sitting somewhere in front of you every day, then it's impactful and it's something that you can interact and engage with on a daily basis. So translate that which you've written into images and place them in front of you because what you behold, you become. Third, speak to your vision. I'm a strong believer that what you confess, you possess. And, I came across a very interesting statement that said, if you want to know where your life is headed, listen to the words that come out of your mouth. It's very important to be intentional about the kind of things that you speak over yourself and over your circumstances. And a lot of times you find, even parents, say their children are this and their children are that. And then you get surprised if your child doesn't do well in school, yet you're the same person who has been calling them either a failure or not great at mathematics or not great at, a certain thing. So it's very important to be intentional about the words that come out of our mouths. Speak life. Speak positivity. Be intentional about speaking to your vision and calling out that which you intend to achieve and that which you have a passion for. And once you do that, what happens is that you begin to believe it. when you speak it consistently, you begin to believe that you can actually do it and you can actually achieve it. And then you begin to take intentional steps towards achieving it. So my point to you is speak to your vision, because what you confess, you possess. The fourth point, and this is my personal favorite, I have to say, is, we have to get out of this complaining, sort of culture. And speaking as a Kenyan, and I'm sure it cuts across the world, as human beings, it's very difficult to please us. And we tend to find ourselves, defaulting to complaints. And, it can be a very negative habit to have. So you have to embrace a gratitude attitude. And having a gratitude attitude is, really just looking at the good in everything that is going on around you. So yes, 2020 has been a challenging year, but I'm sure there is something that you can be grateful for today. I'm sure if you sit back and, just take stock of your life today, you will find one thing that you can be grateful for. So embrace an attitude of gratitude. When you look at your vision and look at your goals and look at those things that you really want to achieve, just be grateful that in the first place, you even have an idea of something that you'd like to achieve. Be grateful that God has placed you on this earth for a purpose. Be grateful that, you have a talent, you have a gift, you have something, you have a place to start. And as you begin to embrace that approach of being grateful, then you begin to find new ways and new means and new avenues to continue the path to achieve your vision and to achieve your goals. So I encourage you to embrace an attitude of gratitude. And last but not least, my fifth point is be intentional. It's interesting that a lot of people, want to achieve all these amazing things. You want to be rich, you want to be successful, you want to help the world, you want to transform your society. But what are you doing about it? You have to get up from your seat and actually put in place the steps to get you there. So once you have your vision in place, once you've set your goals and you know exactly what it is you want to achieve, the most important thing is to be intentional. So you have to put in place, a good plan and say, I need to start doing 1, 2, 3 to be able to achieve that which I have put in place on my vision board. You need to be intentional about the things that you need to stop doing and the things that you need to start doing. So you need to sit down and do a self-evaluation and say, you know what? I want to achieve an MBA in the next 2 years because I want to become, this kind of a person in the society. But for me to be able to do that, I need to start saving so that I can be able to pay my school fees. And you sit down with your, pen and paper and do a budget where you draw out the expenses that you have and be able to save a certain amount and put a goal to it so that in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, I will have achieved my first semester of school fees and therefore I can enroll for my MBA. It's about being intentional. You will not be able to achieve your vision and your goals if you don't have a proper plan in place that enables you to pursue your goals. So you have to be intentional. You have to sit down with yourself and come up with a plan. You have to be intentional about the things that you're not great at. Look for mentors, look for coaches, look for people in your environment that can mentor you, that can help you. Look for an accountability partner, somebody who will come back to you and ask you, you said you will do this by a certain time. Where are you? So somebody to keep you on your toes and somebody to keep you accountable and be intentional about that which you would like to achieve. And I'm sure you'll be able to achieve it. And that is how to make 2020 the best year of your life. I hope it has encouraged you. I hope you have taken down some points that you can apply in your life. And I look forward to hearing from you about what it is that worked for you in the year 2020. This has been Emily Kinuthia, your Vision Board Coach, and I look forward to hosting you next time on Actualize It.